Get ready for the action, because we are kicking things off with Draymond Green clarifying the viral comments surrounding Charles Barkley. The Warriors star took a shot on social media, and now Draymond Green is stepping up on his podcast to lay out exactly what he meant, addressing the noise and putting an end to the speculation. We dive into the real context behind that exchange and why this clarification matters for the ongoing dynamic between these two sports legends.
Here's a simple way to protect your phone without stress. This Allen 3-pack comes with tempered glass screen protectors, camera lens protectors, and an installation frame for an easier, cleaner fit. It's clear, case-friendly, and built to help guard against scratches and everyday bumps. Check the link in the comments to get it on Amazon.
Next up, we look at the NBA draft landscape, because we have a major shakeup brewing for the Golden State Warriors. We break down why a prospect like Carr is suddenly climbing toward the top of the lottery, analyzing his incredible wingspan and athletic profile against the team's current height concerns. We explore if Carr is the key to solving the Warriors' rotation issues, or if they should be focusing on other high-potential targets like Yaxel Lendeborg. The drama doesn't stop there because we're talking big moves for the Warriors. We examine the intense pursuit of Giannis Antetokounmpo and what it truly means for the team's future, especially as the Bucks make him available in an auction. We look at the roster reality, the lack of young talent, and whether any trade package, even one involving Draymond Green, could realistically secure the superstar. Finally, we get into the trade rumors as we report on why the Golden State Warriors might explore trading for Jimmy Butler this summer. A new report suggests that evaluating Butler's trade market could unlock assets that could be used in a pursuit of Antetokounmpo or another star. This is a massive gamble with a player facing injury and huge contracts, and we break down all the risks and potential payoffs. Stay with us right here for the full story. Golden State Warriors star Draymond Green has issued a detailed clarification regarding viral social media comments, labeling his recent comment directed at Charles Barkley as disrespectful to Barkley's career. Green addressed the controversy on his podcast, The Draymond Green Show, firmly denying any intent to insult the former NBA player. Green stated, "Don't lie and don't put words in my mouth. If you want words, I always give you the words out of my mouth. At no point did I say, oh man, I'm better than Charles Barkley." Stop it. Again, to try to build it as disrespect. There's no disrespect from me to Charles Barkley. That's just not how I roll. Green elaborated that his comment was rooted in Barkley's recent career trajectory in Houston, noting that Barkley often makes fun of himself regarding that period. He emphasized that he admires Barkley's career and that his comments were not intended to diminish Barkley's accomplishments or skill. When pressed on the comparison, Green acknowledged the difference in their current standing, stating, "We're not on the same level. Yeah, I'm not an NBA MVP, I'm not at all, but I hope to walk in the Hall of Fame. And if I do that, if I'm lucky enough to do that, fingers crossed. Hopefully I will be. Then that would stamp us on the same level, so he's right, I'm not there. And that's okay, still constructing, still working at it, still trying to get there." Green further contextualized the exchange within the dynamic of the ESPN show, explaining that analysts frequently engage in banter and jabs at each other and current NBA stars. He pointed out that Barkley often criticizes established stars like Steph Curry or LeBron James, despite their accolades. Green suggested that Barkley's ability to take digs at others is central to his media personality. He concluded by taking accountability for the public perception, apologizing for how the joke was received, while maintaining that there is no underlying tension between him and Barkley, noting they share a strong working relationship on the show. The Golden State Warriors are gearing up for the 2026 NBA draft, and analysis suggests multiple high-caliber options are on the table, including Labaron Philon Jr., Braden Burries, Yaxel Lendeborg, Karim Lopez, and Ade Mara, with at least 3 of these players expected to be available when the team selects the number 11 pick. However, a new name has emerged for serious consideration following recent measurements: Baylor's Carr. Carr is rapidly climbing toward the top 10 of the lottery after revealing impressive physical attributes, measuring 64.5, with an exceptional 70.75 wingspan. This significant difference between height and wingspan is rare, And while long arms are typically associated with elite on-ball defenders, Carr's profile presents a unique proposition. Defensively, analysis suggests potential hurdles. A recent mock draft assessment noted that Carr's lack of physicality and high waistline limit his defensive impact, as he has yet to significantly influence games outside of rotating contests. Despite this, his combination of length and athleticism indicates high-end defensive potential. Offensively, Carr is already a solid contributor, averaging 18.9 points, 5.8 rebounds, 2.6 assists, and 1.3 blocks, shooting 49.4% from the field and 37.4% from three. The Warriors system, historically favoring three-guard lineups, could benefit from Carr's height. At 64.5, he would not exacerbate the team's height limitations and could facilitate more three-guard rotations alongside players like Stephen Curry and Brandon Podziemski. This consideration contrasts with targets like Yaxel Lendeborg, who is 68.75, with a 73.25 wingspan and projects as a prospect capable of guarding bigger wings and centers. While Lendeborg is viewed as a high-floor prospect lacking elite offensive creation, Carr's lower stature offers an advantage in developing into a nightmare on-ball defender, potentially allowing him to guard the three-point line effectively, similar to Moses Moody. Despite the debate, experts suggest the Warriors should give Cameron Carr significant consideration, as his physical tools offer a distinct advantage in a team structure that values versatile defensive capabilities. The Golden State Warriors' pursuit of Giannis Antetokounmpo remains a central topic in the NBA landscape, with the team grappling with the prospect of acquiring the superstar. While the trade deadline has passed, Giannis is now available via an auction tag from the Milwaukee Bucks, signaling a new phase in the pursuit. The Warriors are reportedly hyperventilating over the possibility, but analysts suggest assembling a competitive bid will be exceedingly difficult. The team lacks the necessary young talent that the Bucks might find irresistible. Concerns have been raised about the Warriors' roster depth. Following the departure of Jimmy Butler III and Stephen Curry, the team has faced significant roster holes, with scouts expressing unimpressed views regarding their prospects, particularly concerning young players like Brandon Podziemski. Experts suggest that a straight trade for Giannis would require a substantial salary package, a proposition the Bucks front office is unlikely to entertain given their current assets. Furthermore, analyses indicate that packages offered by other contenders, such as a Miami Heat bid featuring assets and young players like Tyler Herro and James Jacques Jr., or an offer from New York, could pose a more viable alternative to the Warriors' current structure. Ultimately, the availability of Giannis is the key factor. While he remains an elite player, his recent injury history, including significant missed games, introduces a variable. The decision hinges not just on the potential of the deal, but on whether Giannis is willing to join the Warriors and whether the team's current assets can bridge the gap to secure him. The potential acquisition would represent a significant shift from the dynamics of 6 years ago, demanding a calculated assessment of risk versus reward. The Golden State Warriors are navigating a complex offseason, with the return of head coach Steve Kerr marking a significant step, but internal roster decisions are driving speculation regarding key players. A major point of discussion centers on the future of forward Draymond Green, who has an option to exercise this summer. This uncertainty has brought Jimmy Butler's future into focus. Despite suffering a torn ACL in January, new reports suggest the Warriors might explore trading for Jimmy Butler this offseason as they assess their roster direction. Sam Amico of Hoops Wire indicated that the team could gauge Butler's trade market to determine the roster's future path. The potential benefit of such a move lies in acquiring assets that could be leveraged in future trades for stars like Giannis Antetokounmpo, a player the Warriors previously showed interest in at the deadline. However, the potential trade is fraught with obstacles. Butler is projected to be sidelined until late in the 2026-27 season due to his ACL injury. Furthermore, his age and contract situation present a significant financial gamble, as he is owed substantial salary commitments in the upcoming seasons. Despite these hurdles, sources suggest that exploring a trade for Jimmy Butler remains a possibility for the Golden State Warriors before the free agency period commences.